Hey everybody, it's Klotz-Guest again from Keeping It Human. I want to give you a third tip for adding humor to your marketing, and this is a fun one. This is one that I really love to use, and I've had my clients do it, and it works. It's called status shifts or reversals. You're playing with the idea of status. So let me explain really quickly what that is. So in an improv scene, we have what we call status shifts. So maybe a character that starts off as high status at some point, by the end of that piece, the end of that story arc, needs to be lowered in status. The person that's the lower status, say the underdog, needs to be elevated to the champion or to the hero by the end of a sequence. These types of changes are important because we want to see change in a story arc. Related to that are things like role reversals. When a man and a woman kind of shift roles, it messes with expectations again. And when we can mess with expectations, humor comes out of that. What would happen if a kid and a parent switched roles? That kind of role reversal. All of a sudden, the kid's acting like the parent and taking care of the parent. So there's a lot of good stuff that could come out of that. So here's how you apply it. Think about how you can flip those expectations in your business. So, for example, kids are great. Kids are funnier, smarter, and they're more honest and better at describing what you do than the best experts. So video a bunch of kids explaining what you do, explaining your product, explaining your company. You can juxtapose that next to a bunch of experts who are going to go on and on and on about your product and still not get to the point. And they'll probably use a lot of jargon, but kids don't. And you put those two videos side by side, you know who's going to come out better. Kids are always going to be smarter. The other thing you can do, for example, is if there's a particular group that you want to grow as your customer base, invite them into your business. Let them be your advisory board for an hour. Give them lunch, video them, and say, all right, you're our advisory board. You are making all decisions for our company for the next hour. What would you like us to build? Let them run the company the way that they see fit. We actually did this for a bank, and we had millennials do that, and it was pretty funny, because they're going to see things very differently, and they're going to come up with ideas you never expected. The other thing you can do is take your highfalutin executives and have them switch roles with, say, your product people, your customer service people, your customers, maybe even an admin. So you can take that undercover boss idea and just make it up, put it on steroids and see what comes out of that. But some pretty funny stuff will come out of that. So think about what kids can do. Think about what your underserved customers could do if you actually paid attention to them. So status shifts and role reversals are your comedic friends. Until next time, everybody, we'll see you later. I'm Klotz-Guest.